EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. He's dropped at the 17. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Now a 2nd and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Pierce is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson now. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running, trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hey, report. Report. Yo.
Now Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Right back to Mitchell here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That's good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run over center with Mitchell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now Lamar changing the play. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Right.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Report.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
From the gun, Jackson. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, Thomas.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. Able to slither by. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here we go.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11. Got it?
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Here we go. Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And just shutting him off there. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They begin with a quick throw out left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead.
Here we go.
Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Again, it's Pierce. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Ravens 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
28, Ravens 10.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Got Gordon open, completes it. Hook up of 15 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
No, we changed it. Report.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now it's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
14 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here we go.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. To Gordon, out left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
And a yard at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mitchell. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Jackson now. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more. There he goes, right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
What's this say?
They go again with Pierce. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Burrow will throw. The 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throw left side complete to Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago.
But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
3rd down and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Jackson will throw again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
This will be caught at the 2. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
On one, ready? Stop!
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So no gain on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. Stop!
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Go. You turned it. And let's go.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Go. Hey! Ready, shot! Shot!
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Cincinnati, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.